Hey Lindsay, my name is Marquis and I'm the owner of Nomatic Marketing. And in this video, I'm going to show you three things you can actually do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Now, most likely you're asking yourself, why would I even be doing this? Or, what's in it for me? And those are actually pretty valid questions. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation that they have to working with someone is they just don't know, who's an expert, who isn't, who's going to actually be able to help them, and who's going to end up just trying to take their money. I found by giving people a free attack plan of things that they can actually do to impact their business, it's just kind of resulted in business owners just raising their hand and saying, "Hey, Marquise, can you just do this for me?" So if by the end of the video you feel like what I've said has been helpful, just to help you and your business with gaining new customers, feel free to shoot me a message or just give me a call and we can chat. Or you can actually just take this information that I gave you by yourself, and that's fine too. So now let me show you three things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time here. So the three things that we're going to go over today are going to be web presence, citations, and keywords. So the first thing is just going to be web presence. So I took a quick look here. I know that you had sent me over your Facebook page, so I figured I'd just take a quick look at it. And it looks like here, you do custom cakes and custom cupcakes as well, which is great because having a Facebook page can showcase everything that you do, especially the pictures themselves. And it looks like you've worked with a good amount of people over the time that you've been doing this. And you also have 5 reviews online, which is wonderful as well. So having any kind of presence is great, but at the same time, it kind of limits you to just have a Facebook page because you are competing against people that do have actual websites. So if we were to take a quick look at some of your competitors, this is one here. So this is Sugar Plum Cake Shop. They are located in Colorado Springs. As you can see here, they do have an actual website. It showcases their services, some of the products, some of the different kinds of cakes and cupcakes and everything else that they do, which puts them in a little bit better of a position because when a person does a search, they're going to be one of the first ones to show up. Same thing with this other competitor that you have out here. So this is icing on the cake. They are also located in Colorado Springs. These are two of the first companies that show up when doing like a quick search online. But them also, they show a little bit how to contact them, pictures of cake designs. And one great thing that they do here is actually give a little bit of blurb about how long they've been in the industry and how long they've been doing this. So something like this goes a long way because when customers are actually searching for your particular type of business or the business within this industry, they're going to do the search on Google and then find all of this kind of information. That actually leads us to the next part. So, second thing is going to be citations. So, I did a quick cursory search online, plugged in this keyword custom cakes Colorado Springs. So, the first thing that would usually come up is Google Ads. So, Google Ads is essentially it is a pay per click service that Google provides. Business owners put their information into Google Ads. They only pay when a customer actually clicks on the ad. So it can actually be great for business owners if it's done correctly, because you actually end up making money. But if not done correctly, it can actually start costing you a lot of money as well, because Google Ads tends to not be very cheap per click. Second area that comes up usually is going to be this area right here. So this is the Google Map Pack, or Maps for short. This is where you can find the name, address, and phone number of businesses located in your area. One of the greatest things about this is actually this area right here. So you can see that this particular company, Icing on the Cake, which I had shown you before, they have a 4.6 star rating. They have about 245 actual reviews online. So something like this goes a very long way, which is why business owners tend to ask me, hey, Marquise, how can I rank on the Google Maps section? And that's a very good question. There are actually a couple of different ways that you can use to move up. So one just being actually optimizing your Google Map placement. That just involves, going through the description itself, making sure that that is created correctly, going through your pictures that you have online as well, making sure that's created correctly. But then the biggest thing that can add to your overall placement is going to be your citation link. So citations are anywhere on the internet where you can find your name, address, and phone number exactly the same. So a great tool that we actually use in my company is going to be whitespark.ca. Essentially, you can use it as a citation finder. It costs anywhere from $30 to $70 a month, so anybody can purchase it. If you wanted to go about getting it yourself, you can. Just go to whitespark.ca. But if you take a look down here, I plugged in your business, Sweet Baby Jesus Cakes, and it looks like over here you guys have about 5 citations across the web. So that is actually great. Better than 0 citations. It means that your information is somewhere, which helps and aids in people actually finding you online. But if you take a look at those same 2 competitors, Icing on the Cake, they have 44 citations, and Sugar Plum Cake Shop, they have about 37 citations online. So this is a lot more citations than you do, but the greatest part about having something like this is that now you know how many citations you would need in order to kind of like move up the ranking. One of the great parts about being able to use a tool like this is that I can actually click on this number right here, and it'll show me what those citations actually are. And knowing what the citations are means that I can actually plug in your information into each of these spaces in order to get a new citation. So having something like this is honestly, doesn't matter how much I would need to pay for it. This is priceless to me to be able to do something like this. The last thing that I want to take a look at is going to be keywords. So keywords, as you can see over here, in another tool that we use, keywords are how you are found online. So it's similar to what I had done on this page over here, where I had plugged in Custom Cakes Colorado Springs. It's how people find you when they plug in these kind of keyword information. So if we take a look at one of the other competitors, this is Sugar Plum Cake Shop. I plugged it into one of the other tools that we use here. This is Ahrefs. This is basically a tool that you can use to take a quick look at the inner workings of different websites and domains in order to find how they're ranking online. So Sugar Plum Cake Shop, they have 1.2 thousand keywords that they are ranking for. So that equates to 1.4 thousand, 1,400 people, 1.4 thousand, 1,400 people that are going to be going to their website every month. So that means 1,400 people within the Colorado Springs area or around and surrounding cities are going to their website on a monthly basis based on these keywords that they're ranking for. Having a tool like this is great because you can also click on the keywords once again in order to see what keywords they are actually ranking for. So just scrolling down the list, you can see Bakery Colorado Springs, bakeries in Colorado Springs, bakery in Colorado Springs. All of these things they're ranking for, and these numbers over here will show you their positions. So this is a position on the Google page. So if you think about it, every time that you do a search, that first page alone goes from 1 to 10. That's how many different people can show up on a search. So anywhere from 1 to 10 in this position column, that means that they're showing up on the first page. So as you can see, just scrolling down, all of these numbers right here are above 10. And same thing going with one of your other competitors over here. So I just plugged in their domain up top. So they're not as high as this one over here, the Sugar Plum Cake Shop, but as you can see, they still do have 167 keywords, which is resulting in 430, and this is an average, 430 people going to their website every month. And still the same with them. If I just click on the 167, give it a second. it'll actually show me what keywords they are showing up for as well. And you can see it's around the same thing. Bakery in Colorado Springs, wedding cakes, Colorado Springs, and they're showing up number 7, which means they're showing up on that first page as well. So once again, we just went over web presence, citations, and keywords. So web presence, first thing, having a Facebook page is great. I would never say to get rid of it. It's definitely something that you should have as an add-on, but you should definitely think about getting yourself a website. It doesn't have to be something as showy as this. It doesn't have to be something as in-depth with the video as this, but having something, anything can work to your benefit. The second thing, citations. So when it comes to citations, you actually want to have anywhere between 200 to 300 of these, because essentially that would mean that you're blowing your competitors out of the water. And as we went over here, they only had 44 here. They have 37 here. Having anywhere between 200 and 300 means that they can't even touch you. You're just going to be killing the competition by a landslide. Third thing being keywords. So keywords essentially are how you're going to be showing up in searches online. The best thing in order to obtain having some of these keywords for these searches is to create a website. When you create and you have a website, you can actually build your website with the type of content, so the actual words that are on a website that include the keywords that you would want to rank for. So that's a great way to kind of like move you up and make sure that when people are searching for your information, they can find the type of service that you're offering. And if you were to implement these strategies today, you can actually show up number 1 across Google. I bet you're wondering, I guess, what now? Well, you can either go and use the information that I provided you on your own, and I'm perfectly all right with that. Or if you want the most efficient route and want to save yourself some time, you can actually give me a call at 970-829-1342. Or you can message me on Facebook. I tend to see those messages at least once a day. I'll try to go through my Facebook in order to see if somebody messaged me. Once again, my name is Marquis with Nomatic Marketing, and my number is 970-829-1342. I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to speaking with you. Have a good one.